Boo. Ah! Get the fucking microphone. Hi! I'm a river hobbit now. I decided to start over. Just play as a river hobbit. Because Brandy. Anyway, I got all caught up to where we were last time we streamed. Um, the only thing is that I did so on normal difficulty just to get it done faster. And in order to get the deed for keeping the difficulty up for a while, you have to start it for level 11. And I'm currently level 15, so we're not gonna be able to do the deed, but it's fine. It's whatever. Who gives a shit? Anything else? Flowers are almost taller than. Something else I was thinking about. It's fine. It'll come to me later. If it doesn't, it must not have been that important. What is the Illustrator? Oh, that's the place where we're going to eventually. So I will hold off on that. Just go up the hill and kill some bad guys. Wee. Correctly, was it last time? My sibling informed me that the music was louder than I am, so let's turn it down. Turn it down to 10. Bam. Killed ya. Alrighty. And this game is, this was supposed to be more difficult. Silly. Oh, I bought subscribed for a month so that we could have free, Swift travel. So that we don't end up spending half of every stream riding a horse. Hey, someone is calling me. Oh, Bregaleth. What's up, Bregaleth? 15th. Anyway, until the subscription runs out, I get like bonus experience and shit. Those are my arrows. If you will return them to me, I can use them to slay more of these creatures. I think that is in everyone's interest, is it not? I mean, probably not their interest. I am pleased to see we share a purpose, or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common. What's going on? What? YouTube is not. Anyway, what was I talking? What were we talking about? I don't know. Probably nothing important. I am pleased to see we share a purpose, or at least we have our hatred of Orkkind in common. My name is Bregaleth. I come from distant Imladris on a journey of my own, but hearing of Uruks abroad in Eregion has caused me to divert my steps. Now I slay the creatures wherever I find them, and will bring word of what I have seen back to Elrond when I know more. I tell Bregaleth that the Uruks speak of the wizard Saruman as if he is their master. That is most concerning, but a dead Uruk serves no master. Let us call the creatures that stalk the ruins of Karis Gelabrin, and afterward we can discuss if they spoke truth or falsehood. Okay. Thank you for... Oh, wait. I have to finish it. Just pay me in advance. I think that would be nice. Pay me in advance. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So while I was playing catch up, I tried to save Radlaw until like as long as I could, put it off as long as I could. Shit. And I didn't go there till level 10, and I still fucking died. There's that one, I died at that one Hobbit prisoner that's, right next to the tent filled with, like, 6 guys, one of whom is an elite. I think that right there is just a little bit unfair. Just a little bit. I can get this game as a scholar. Of course. Yep. Alright. Reading the Uruk report. Malhai, Prautok Ishi, Nogat Anguts, Gimbat, Mobotogu, Golgus, Zarafuzagab, Gur Narpakat, Tarkil Dalgum, Gur Narzabat Qatar, Golugu at Largul Nazgu, Gurpakat, Gembat, Tab, Fulaga, Arth Atara. Fascinating. Isn't Golugu the little green fucker from that one Star Wars show? Natty, what you doing? Going in the box? You gonna hang out? Chests over here. Oh, there's another one over there. Jesus, this is lousy with loot. booty to a boot. Alright. And another one. More over there. Let's focus. Let's focus. Regolith needs to hear this report. Okay. Yeah. Which is... Hi.
Slaying Uruks may be its own reward, but finding a clue to their purpose here is even better.
I understand you found a report on one of the creatures. Hand the parchment to Brigoleth, and she studies it intently. It gives me no joy to read the black speech, but it is much worse to speak than it is to read. Here's what this report says, in a language that does not cruelly twist my tongue. Warriors, scout the old forges in Holland. Find relics of elvish jewel craft. I want not worthless trash. I desire lore. The elves made rings there. I wish to find their lost artisan knowledge. Brigoleth looks up at me. This is worse than I expected, Ryota. For some unfathomable purpose, Saruman the White has betrayed us. He seeks the ring lord of Eregion, and he has sent these Uruks to obtain it.
The elves of Eregion were deceived before by gifts and promises of secret knowledge.
It was a lesson hard learned, but I have spent these many years believing this to be true. We learned it well. Indeed, I say we, for I dealt at Celebrimbor City in those days. It was a grand sight of art and learning, its wide green lawns and smooth-stoned lanes to be found on both sides of the river. Mirabel it was, the jewel town, and Karis Gelibrin, the silver bastion. It was a welcoming place, too welcoming. Brigolith gazes at you steadily. I ask you to return to the city above and see the state of it. There may be artifacts within that we should keep from the Uruks, and from their master, whether he be a wizard or no. I will examine whatever you find, and judge if there is still danger for the elves among the bones of Celebrimbor's citadel, or only grief still to be found. Yay. Hat. It looks bad. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Yep. Yep. Alright, I leveled up. Okay, yeah. This one. What's this? Extends. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. Another chest. Yep. Hammer. Statue. Picture. Out this way. Do I have like a skill? Ah. It'd be cool if river hobbits had a passive that let them swim faster. Definitely be, especially be cool when we get the even game. I like that this one that gives a lot of fishing skill. I don't know. Nothing that makes me swim faster. That would be cool though. Bum. You. I see. Okay. Ah. Picture is floating. They really don't make them like they used to. Okay. Up here. Or possibly not. It's not up here. Go back this way. But I can see it from here. I cannot. Wait, I think. Yeah, something over there. Aha! Promising. Pouch. I don't see lamp close up look like this anywhere. Huh. Maybe this is the only one left. Another lamps that illuminated Cares Caliban by night remains standing. What a shame. It's gonna be a little bit before we have to worry about it, but once I finish up, so I'm gonna do Swan Fleet and Cardinal on Screen Extreme because they're still relatively new. But after that, I'm probably gonna play more of this game off stream, and then just kind of like have the Thursday be more of a weekly check-in, more of like a let's play type deal. Because I really do want to eventually get caught up to like where the fucking game is at. It's like last year I had a goal where I wanted to get to Rohan by the end of the year, but then I had like technical difficulties, so that didn't happen. And then obviously I started over again. Partly because I'm constantly starting over, which is a problem, but also because River Hobbit came out, and also Mariner, and I wanted a River Hobbit and a Mariner. So, but yeah, but like my goal for 2015 is going to be to get to Rohan by the end of the year.
These are sad reminders of times gone past.
They're surely not what Saruman seeks in this place. In my heart I know for what he searches. It is Ringlore he desires, the same knowledge with which the builder of the city was ensnared. If he finds it, I fear he could work great evil upon the lands and peoples of Middle-earth. Bregalith gazes at the horizon, obscured by distant fog. From the hilltop above, you hear the harsh calls of Orickind, even over the wind. After a moment, the elf warrior turns back to you. I will tell you the tale of the Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion, so you will know how we were deceived, and you will know why it must not happen again. It is of Antheron I must speak, the giver of gifts, but you will know him by another name, for he is Sauron, and he is the enemy.
fall of Valerian, most of my people came to live in the land of Linda to the west.
Under the benevolent rule of Gilgalad. Bonds of friendship were made with the dwarves of Erluin, but a thriving trade in metal and gems with that people dwindled as the Longbeards suffered war and disaster of their own. Yearning for mithril to fashion into their works of art and beauty, many of the Noldor followed the dwarves as they journeyed eastward. Led by Celebrimbor, descendant of Feanor, the elves settled in the holly-covered hills beneath the west gate of Khazad-dûm. There was once again friendship and trade between elf and dwarf, and Celebrimbor's city in Eregion thrived. Eregion was still a young kingdom when the men of Númenor arrived. Tara Aldarion, the king, sailed up the river at Gwathlo and debarked to explore the Swan fleet on foot. He befriended Celebrimbor and forged alliances with the elfsmiths, and in return they taught some of his people techniques of armor shaping and the graving of Ithilden and moon runes. In time, Aldarion grew old and came no more to Calas Gelabrin, but the friendship between his people and mine endured. The friendship endured, but it was tested. The Númenorians were a seafaring people, and they had long exhausted the forests of their island home. They hungered for timber to build more and mightier ships. The Lady Galadriel, who dwelt for a time in Eregion and often danced alongside the lily-covered waterways, despaired to see the toll taken upon the wide woodlands by Númenorian axes. When the shipbuilders began to dredge her beloved Swan fleet and build dikes to channel the waters, she entreated Celebrimbor to stop the men of Númenor from harming the land.
It pained Celebrimbor to see the woods and fens so ill-treated, but he did not want to harm his alliance with the men of Númenor.
He counseled them to take greater care of the land, but his words were not heeded. Galadriel's sorrow became too great, and she turned her attention to Laura Lindorian, Dorianin, and other distant lands. Celebrimbor gave up the woods as lost, turning all his attention and skill towards mastering his craft. Together, Celebrimbor and his fellowship of jewelsmiths became the most renowned workers of riches in all of Middle-earth. If they could not halt the slow degradation of the land's beauty, they would at least seek to supplement and preserve it through their craft, and so they were ensnared. Treble.
I can still see this city as it was during the height of its beauty. So much is lost.
The Silver Bastion became a shining jewel itself, a beacon of art and music and culture that drew the attention and the love of many from distant lands. Caras Gelabrin and Mirabel became places of such beauty they recalled the fabled elf halls of old, and trade with Linden thrived even. But not all who watched this from afar watched with friendly eyes. In the land of Mordor, to which he fled following the defeat of his master Morgoth, Sauron seethed. He feared the rising might of Númenor, and despite having drawn orcs and other fell creatures to his service, he knew he did not possess the overwhelming numbers with which his master had dominated the world in past days of triumph. He devised a scheme by which he would use his enemies' weaknesses against them, and so he came to Eregion in fair guise, masking his true nature. Okay. Yeah, thank you for running.
He called himself Omdurman.
Word of your craft skill has spread far and wide, my lord Celebrimbor, even into the uttermost west. I am humbled by your presence here, Onderon. I see in your arrival an omen of good fortune. I feel like that's not actually the name they use. Yeah. Accept my greetings and my welcome. You will be my honored guest. Man, why is he darker than the players are allowed to be? It's not fair. All these players who play elves. Onderon had gone first to Linden, but Gilgalad mistrusted him and refused to treat with the strange newcomer. It was in Caras Gelabrin that the Lord of Gifts found one whose lineage and whose hunger for secret knowledge made him the perfect target for Onderon's promises. Celebrimbor could not resist, and before long the new arrival became a mentor to him and to the jewelsmiths of Eregion. Come. Don't you act like you're waiting on me.
Not all who dwelled at Taras Galebin trusted this new arrival. Celeborn saw something in the lore of gifts that troubled him.
I cannot say why I am so disquieted, Or Norel. I share your unease, my lord. The Bright Company will go wherever you lead. Show us this threat and we will end it. Do I have any more? No. But that is the heart of the problem, my friend. What is the threat? Dun dun dun! Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Regular. Though Galadriel had gone, Celeborn remained at Terras Gelebrin. As Eregion's chief defender, he refused to abandon these lands and sought instead to protect them against the stranger who had seized Celebrimbor's ear. Antheron hated the Bright Company and its deeds, and summoned one threat after another to trouble them. Celeborn and his warriors were often drawn away from the city, and many a noble elf was slain in these engagements. But still the Lord of the Bright Company could not connect these rising threats with the newcomer Antheron and his two ready smiles.
Despite the mistrust of some at Calabrimbor's city, Antheron did not remain idle. He gathered to himself promising students and gave to them secret knowledge. But whatever he taught them, always he had something in reserve. Always there was more to be learned, more instruction to be given.
Naughty! Hi, baby, what you doing? How will we know we have mastered what thou hast taught us? The most promising among you will know, Narmaleth. Hey, I know who that is. That's the bad guy. The students were not his only pupils. As the years passed, Antheron grew more and more brazen. Celebrimbor and his jewelsmiths fell further beneath his thumb, ensnared by his promises of secret knowledge and the working of crafts both beautiful and powerful. Yeah. The Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion thrived, and the glory of Celebrimbor and his jewelsmiths only increased year after year. But the true masterpiece of Caraset Gelebrin was its ring forge.
Antheron convinced the jewelsmith to forge great rings of power. Long they toiled, until at last their work was complete.
Excuse me. So, a set of 7 and a set of 9. You are certain these great rings will help preserve the land? They will help protect the lands of those who wear them, my lord. Give them to the hole diggers and the fellers of trees. The degradations they cause will be slow. I called your arrival an omen of good fortune, Lord of Gifts. And yet I undervalued the help you would provide. I serve the powers, my lord. Of course you do. As do I in all things. Celebrimbor gave to the kings of dwarves and men the rings he had made, and for a time he knew peace, not knowing he had been deceived, not knowing that what he had done would nearly undo the world. Shortly afterwards, Antheron departed. He would return to Eregion only once more, and when he did, he would bring death and destruction with him. But after he was gone, Celebrimbor began to doubt. In time, suspicion awakened in his heart, and he began to worry that Antheron had ensnared him by his own greed in some devious scheme. He decided to use the art he had learned to forge 3 more great rings, unknown to the treacherous Lord of Gifts. He believed he and his kinfolk could use these 3 rings for protection, should matters go ill. Oh, we're gonna talk in a place of unimaginable evil! Oh, what fun! Oh. Neat. What's up? Antheron returned to Mordor, and in the heart of his kingdom he cast aside his fair guise. He had no more need for deception. In Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron sought the fulfillment of the scheme for which he had planned, walking unnoticed among his hated enemies for so many years. Okay.
You go on ahead. My words will guide you, but I go no further than this.
Okay. It looks hot. Like, that doesn't look very safe. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of oxygen around here with all that fucking now. The fire's just eating it up. What's up, man? What you up to?
In the fiery heat of old June, not June, Sauron forged the ruling ring. One ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them.
I thought he was supposed to cast aside his boss. He looks exactly the same.
And in the darkness bind them.
Okay.
In the land of Mordor, so the shadows bind.
Okay. Wee. Hi. Celebrimbor had kept what? Oh, sorry. At the moment that Sauron placed the ruling ring on his own finger, Celebrimbor knew his danger. He removed his ring and vowed to never wear it again, lest his mind be dominated by the Dark Lord. Those of the jewel smiths who had similarly kept rings were made to give them up, sometimes by force, and the 3 rings were sent in secret to hidden bearers. Messages were sent to men, dwarves, and elves in which Celebrimbor admitted his folly and warned of the coming war. So were the folk made ready to defend Middle-earth. But it would not be enough to save Eregion from the ravages of Sauron. The gates of Mordor opened, and the armies of Sauron came forth. He would seize as many of the rings of power as he could find, and but the 3 remained hidden to him, and he touched them not. Meneldir? Oh, hey, well, you need to stop teleporting. You really do need to knock that off. It's a little unnerving.
Gates of Mordor, the armies of Sauron. What's done this?
Surely it is not as bad as all that. Sauron has been dead for 3,000 years, and today Mordor is an empty land. Meneldir squints at Bregaleth. Sometimes elves have trouble marking the passage of the years. I mean no offense.
I return Tigrin to Mosswood.
And while I was unable to coax a promise not to venture again into the wild, his parents gave him enough chores to keep him occupied at least until adulthood, at which point I think our obligation to keep him safe must surely lapse. I swore no oath to the farmers of Swanfleet. Meneldir studies my expression and sighs heavily. Dwindle did not speak kindly of me, did he? I am not surprised, Ryoda. In my heart, I still hold the cause of the Dunedain most dear, but I understand my folk may not believe it, and I cannot deny the breaking of my oath. But who is your new friend? If she hates the Uruks as we do, and is willing to aid us, perhaps she can help us track down several of their leaders? Rumor of 3 such villains has preceded me here, and I cannot help but think the work would go more quickly if we were to split up, each of us to deal with one. Hi, why don't you talk to her instead of to me?
I have hated Orkheim for much longer than you have been alive,
As for the oaths you have taken or broken, I know he to whom you are sworn, or should be. I know what he desires to become. Ask not if I will help you, Ranger of the North. Ask instead if you are strong enough and courageous enough to lend any assistance to Bregolith of Imlagis of which she could have any need. Bregolith smirks at Meneldir, an amused light dancing in her eye. The ranger stares back, his mouth open. I will slay one of your Uruk leaders, Meneldir, and Ryota will slay another. Can you be trusted to deal with the third? Show their locations to us on the Hobbit's map, and we will see it done. Afterwards, we can meet at Idobel, a camp of my people to the north of here. Investigate Uruk tracks within Western Region. Defeat an Uruk leader. I will talk to Ilarion first. Also, I got some stuff. I got a shirt. Got a ring. Anything else? No. Oh, I have this. So. Sorry. Some space in my bag. Sell some stuff. Okay. Yes. Up again. Involved. Alrighty. Alright, let's go talk to the guy over here. This quest. We gotta go kill a guy. Whee! It is a good start. Perhaps the creatures that remain in Carascalibrin will receive our message that they are not welcome. If they do not, neither will they escape our vengeance. Thank you for helping me with this, friend. Hey, no problem, baby. Let's see. Yeah, come on. We got matted skins. You don't want matted skins. You want broken hatchets. You got some broken hatchets. Well, I got some broken hatchets for you. I got more broken hatchets for you. Thank you. Okay. Where am I going? There's up here. Okie doke. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Find an orc to kill. Ignoring you. Take it off. closest to where we're headed next. Oh. Excuse me, Jesus. Game. Ah, cool. I think it means that I have this now. Great. We want crits and or evasion. Let's see. I guess both crit and evasion. That would be useful. I think the last three I'm gonna want are mercy, patience, and it's just because I like wit. Let's earn wit next. An Uruk boot print. The print from an Uruk boot. Zagvar. What's up, Zagvar? Lowered the tenacity of Uruks under his command. Cool. Wee! Yawning. Yeah. Yes, I am sure. Hi.
How can I be of service?
Okay, what's up, Rovandis?
How can I be of service?
Dwindle and I have been exchanging notes, keeping an eye on the Shadow's movement on both sides of the Glanduin. It grows and will continue to grow until the light can no longer endure. I'm glad to hear Dwindle has made progress on his investigation of the most recent incursions. This pelt belongs to that of a warg, but the markings are what concern me. Allow me to examine this pelt further.
For the longest time, I had feared those that serve the shadow would soon win.
I have lost many trying to keep these lands safe. Now I am afraid the threat is all too real. The pelt you gave me bore a concerning mark. I will need more time to confirm whether my suspicions are true. Meanwhile, my scouts have reported unusual movement at long-forgotten ruins to the west. wood trolls have made the ruins their home, and they desecrate that land. Go to Tamlasgal to the west and thin the wood troll numbers. I should be able to glean more from these markings in the meantime. Okay, I mean, I have other things I could do, but whatever. Okay, I will worry about those eventually. I might do those during, when there's a festival, whatever there's, festivals on. I don't know. What's up? You are not the first person to volunteer to help me, but I hope you will be more reliable than last. I had need of clean river water with which to prepare several of my medicinal remedies, and I sent a man to fill a bucket with such water to the west. He returned, and safely, but he left the bucket behind. I would not wish him to endanger himself, but he did volunteer for this service. The least he might have done would be to return my bucket. Could you retrieve it for me? To hear him describe it, it should be standing on a shelf of rock beside the river, to the west of here, still full of water. As an herbalist and a healer, I often have need of many different ingredients, but I am also an elf, which means I am not like to be caught unprepared. I have nearly everything I need save this, holly berries. They have many different medicinal purposes, and are used in a number of valuable remedies. If you can bring me holly berries from the area, it would be most pleased. Or I would be most pleased. You will find them on horns and on wood trolls throughout western Eregion, I believe. Well, how convenient that somebody sent me to kill one of those things. You are always leaning on something, aren't you, dude? You're like a meme. It means Saruman now has 3 fewer ward leaders commanding his forces in the area. I spoke with Bregaleth while we waited for you to return, and she says there's one more location she wants us to investigate, but soon our time together will be ended. Each of us must bring word of Saruman's designs to our chieftains, for they must soon ripen and spell doom before Middle-earth. Okay. Hi.
The elder is right. And as soon as you realize these grim tidings.
Winter is approaching, and I must tell Elrond that the winds will blow chill indeed if the wizards have turned against us. Saruman's hand stretches forth to seize dangerous knowledge from the ruins of Eregion, and if the white hand grasps it even, who can tell what the evils he might next think to accomplish?
My people fled north after Karas Galevan was destroyed by Sauron, and his armies pursued them.
The tale of those who stood in his path and fell defying him is elsewhere told, but the defenders of one such place lasted a little longer than many others. At Tam Kelachir, the Hall of the Swift River. At the Tam Kelachir, the Hall of the Swift River, Sauron found his conquest bitterly brought. On a hill to the north, his wreckage still stands. If the Uruks expect to find Ringlor there, they will be disappointed, I think, but that ruin is the last resting place of many of my kin. Did they bring artifacts of power with them during their retreat? I cannot say for certain, but we should make sure what little remains of which Saruman or his warriors might make use. After you have done this, return here to Idobel. I think then we must part. Okay. Ooh. Pants. Thank you for pants. Okay. Kill trolls. I know there were some up here, but they were attacking. Unless they're not up here. That other player got to them before I could. That's not impossible. Let's start heading west. Wanted to get them from the trolls, but one. there it is. It's not even that far. Oh. Hello. I could have done without the drenching, my friend, but even so, thank you for retrieving my bucket. You have proven both reliable and unexpected, and each of those qualities brings a smile to my lips. Perhaps next I should retrieve a towel? No, I will be fine. Worry not, and neither shall I. Okay. Well. Have fun. I don't know why I had to splash you. I'm sure you needed that water, which is why you sent for it to begin with, but, you know, whatever. Ba-ba-ba. For trolls. Don't think trolls. Who's that one that was teasing me? Let's go there. Damn asshole. We can get the rest of the bears there. I actually do want to finish the quest in Heartland, because you get a horse for them that matches my outfit, and that is very important. Nothing more important than cosmetics. I can't see. There we go. Ah, getting stuck on things again. Now, let me get up here. I don't remember. I might need to go around. Here. Maybe. There we go. Yes, there we do go. Hooray. Ah, there we go. Here we are. I have discovered Cam Let's Go. Cam Let's Go. More like ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Great. Ah. Ravandus. Thank you for helping us in keeping the shadow at bay. It pains me to learn that Tamlesko has been tainted. We shall renew our efforts to drive the new intruders away. But now our attention turns to Kelachir. While examining the pelt, I discovered that the wargs were of the White Hand. Something is strange about this new communion.
You have my thanks for taking care of the wood folks that have gone lost.
With the wargs connected to the White Hand, the scouts reporting renewed movement within Tham Kelachir, I can no longer assume it is a coincidence. I lost someone dear to me during their last trek into those ruins, so I had one of my scouts observe the creatures there. The shadow infests that place, but this latest edition of wargs is even more troubling. Urukai are not known for traveling with wargs. Speak with the Herlandir just outside the ruins. He could tell you more. Okay. What's up, Lord? No. Thank you for these holly berries. I will add them to my ingredient pouch and will make use of them in the days ahead. I hope it was not too much trouble. Horns and wood trolls are both very dangerous if you're not prepared for their attacks, which can be most deadly for the unwary. Trail food. What else you got? I'm not just a healer and an herbalist, but a warrior too, and on occasion I have had cause to use my skills in combat. I know the hurts that can be caused by Uruk Veld's blades, both as one who treats them and as one who has sustained them. Face the Uruks that prowl Tham Kelachir to the north and wrest their weapons from them. I will be in your debt for this, my friend, both as a healer and as a fighter. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-bam. Ugh, God. Probably gonna end up being a short stream because I was not able to get any napping in. Probably after we finish up in this area, we'll end the stream before we move on to the next place. Naughty! She jump it up. What's up, man?
So
I've been observing their comings and goings within Tham Kelachir. While they have shown no signs of further expansion, I fear they are but waiting for the right moment. If wargs are involved with the Urukai, it is indeed strange. Whatever you are to do in there, be careful. The Urukai are dangerous foes, not to be underestimated. If you find proof of this new communion between the Urukai and warg, then start by searching for where the wargs are kept. Okay? This worm, this big lizard, is a dragon of sorts. Well, now it's not anything because it's dead. Nothing of interest. Okay. I fell. One more work page somewhere. Wait, I think it's that. Nope. It's just a picture. Nope. I like how that guy was looking right at me and he's like, not my problem. Don't pay me enough to care about this little dude. Great. Alright. So, back to Heron here.
your service.
You found the war cages, then it is as we feared. The shadow brings the beast into these lands, and my eyes have failed to warn of this presence. There must be a reason why they are suddenly moving together. There are bound to be more of these beasts out there. We must find the source to prevent more of these creatures from entering Eregion.
The presence of wolves within the Urukai camps is troubling.
We will have to see if there is more we can gather from the Urukai to understand their true purpose. Return to Tham Kelachir and see if you can find any information from the Urukai that will lead us to the source of this war threat. Okay. Damn it. Now Captain. See the Captain. This one somewhere. Parchment. This parchment resembles that of many carried by the Urukai. It likely contains valuable information, but the scribblings are indecipherable to me. This may be what we've been looking for. Make sure you let Rovandis have a look. She may be able to glean some information from it. Maybe. Wouldn't that be cool? second. Fucking tree. Okay.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
Thank you for these weapons, my friend. Perhaps this will hinder the efforts of the Uruks to threaten the folk of this land and slow the damage they think to cause. Go with my well wishes and good fortune to you on your road. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Thank you for your help, Yoda. The markings on this parchment are familiar to me. It contains information regarding the movement of the wargs into western Eregion. A master of beasts musters north to east of Tham Kelachir, tasked with bringing more wargs into these lands. If we can defeat this master, we can slow the White Hand's report on Gelibrin and slow this unfurling shadow.
It's time we took back our home and rid this land of the encroaching war threat.
Okay, we are going to do this, but not yet. Let's turn to this other quest, and then I'm going to end the stream, because I am fucking tired.
You found ooze at the hole of the Swift River and did not doubt it. But did you find aught else?
You hand Regolith the elf knife you unearthed from the debris at Tham Kelachir. She blows dust from the hilt and wipes the blade clean. Unless I am very much mistaken, this is the dagger of the Bright Company, Ryota. Many were their glorious deeds in ages past, and long did they fight against Sauron and his minions. Were it not for such worthies as Celeborn and Glorfindel, who survived the war, or heroic Oranaril, who did not, the rout of Eregion might have been even worse. I will bring this dagger to Imladris, where it can be kept in a place of honor. If it truly is a weapon of the Bright Company, it is fitting for it to come to rest within the place of refuge for which its wielder fought and likely died.
And so I will bid farewell to you and the Ranger Minelvia, for I must bring this warning to the Lavas.
The wizard Saruman has sent Uruk warbands to the ruins of Eregion and Swanfleet, seeking Ringlore. What he desires to do with it, Lord Elrond will know better than I, but surely it can be nothing good. I believed we had learned the danger of such craft, but perhaps it was not so. I fear we are in the very precipice of danger, Ryota. I wish you and Meneldir good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take each of you, but I also have a warning of my own to give. I bid you exercise caution on the road, and do not trust others too readily. These are days I would never have expected to see, and yet all around me I see signs of the deepening shadow. It may be that servants of Saruman, or those of an enemy we cannot yet perceive, work to undo all the good that has been achieved in these lands. Farewell, perhaps we will meet again on a more sunny day when these cares and worries have been set aside. Maybe.
I will take Regolith's warning to heart, and you should as well.
To that end, might I suggest that we travel one road rather than two, Ryota? I must bring word to the chieftain of the Dunedain of the danger posed by Saruman and his Uruk-hai. He will not greet me warmly, and I know not where he will be found, but this warning must be delivered all the same. I suggest we make for the ruins of Old Cardolan and consult with a friend of mine who lives among them, Narndir by name. He did not cast aside our friendship when I left. He will know where to find the Dunedain we speak. I would appreciate your company on the road. After I have delivered my message, I will leave you at the finest tavern I have ever known, the Inn of the Prancing Pony in Breetown. From there you will surely find a path to whatever adventures you might wish. What say you, my friend? If this course seems good to you, I recommend that we return to Mossward and restock and supply. Let us put Scardy Bendblade to work once more before we depart Swanfleet and travel north to deliver our warning. You know what? Let me finish this. You know what? Yeah. I'll finish this and then,
It's time we took back our home and rid this land of the encroaching war threat.
For a long time, Tham Kelachir stood overlooking the Bruinen, and now Uruk-hai call it home. It is time we took back that home and rid this land of the encroaching war threat. Yeah, like you just said. To the northeast of Tham Kelachir, there waits a master of beasts. Excuse me. His orders were to spread chaos and darkness upon the land, letting loose wargs that to run wild. Once we have eliminated this threat, we can focus on the Uruk-hai and Tham Kelachir and take it back. But we cannot lose more innocent people. Go and call the warg numbers and defeat the warg master once and for all. Okay. This, and then we'll go to back to Mossward and talk to Meneldier. Go back, yeah, back to Horseguard. You can annoy him one more last time, and then end the stream there. Am I getting close? I am getting close. Let's see. Looking for wargs. Looking for wargs. Looking for wargs. Okay, well there's the... Okay. This and fight the bad guy. Lord Master, there he is. But I don't want him dead. I like being not dead. Okay, cool. You have defeated the Warg Master, Ryota. This is much welcome news. For now, the lands are made safer. But our work is not yet complete. Our efforts in taking Tham Kellichir from the Urukai must double. I will not let the sacrifice of the innocents be in vain. When the time comes, I hope I will be able to call upon you again, Ryota. For now, I am grateful for your aid and am indebted to you. Yes. What does finesse do? I don't know. It doesn't say. Alright. Let's head back to Mossward.
How can I be of service?
Send me to Mossward. Nice sleeping. Naughty. I know you're sleeping. Nah, just about. Where I wanted to go. Hi, Scardy. Let me bother you again. Hello.
I did not think you would return to Mossworld so quickly.
It just so happens that Geralt and Wenna came by a short time ago, and they asked me to prepare some equipment to give you in the event you returned. Seems they wanted to give you a reward for looking after their boy Tegwin. They arranged to pay for it, so who am I to argue? They have so far kept the lad from bothering me as often as he used to, which is nearly payment enough, if you ask me. Nearly, I said. Peace of mind doesn't put food on the table, but luckily for you, coin does. So you pick whatever you like, and at no cost to you. Cool. Oh, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, Scardy, but, nothing you have is better than what I got. Guess I'll take the sword, because I already have the, one of the daggers, but I'm not gonna use it.
So where does your road now lead? Old Cardovan, you say?
Scardy strokes his beard. There's not a lot there, as I understand it. To hear Meneldir talk, you'd think it was a great kingdom, but that was long ago. Claimed by war and plague it was, apparently, and now it's remembered mainly by rangers and by scholars, and by those with the misfortune to hear them go on about it. I'll not stop you, but if you're going that way, you'll need to cross the river at Tharbad. The bridge there is out, and the crossing will not be pleasant. Enjoy yourself, Yoda. I will stay here in my shop where it is warm and dry. Well, you have fun.
Scotty is right. If we are to reach Cardovan, we will need to cross the river Guathla with Tharbad.
When the Normanorians built the city, its great bridge provided a valuable link to Gondor, and trade with the Southlands flourished. But in time, the kingdom of Arnor diminished, and Tharbad was abandoned. The South Road became less traveled than in prosperous days. Masonry crumbled over the years, and parts of the city fell into the river. The great thaw that followed the fell winter released the floodwaters, and portions of the mighty bridge were lost for good. But folk crossed the river at Tharbad before the bridge was built, and it should remain possible even now that the bridge is gone. We will travel northwest to Tharbad and see for ourselves, Yoda. Let us meet in the shadow of the broken bridge on the southern bank. Okay, well, we will do that next week. Tomorrow is going to be Stardew Valley, which we will be doing whatever it is that we will be doing. Probably failing to catch a pufferfish, among other things. So I'll see you then. In the meantime, have a good goddamn day. Bye now.